Well, a lot of people have asked whether I really speak Teochew. So maybe I'll start by speaking a bit of Teochew. It goes very beautiful. Thi ting sit liap che, di e kui zi che mong bui kui, ano kao jia yu tui a bui gua, ano kao jia huang gua a bui liu. It gets very funny. Ano tao jia lao ya, I think zit zing or no zing tune. Can I just say what it is? Thi ting zit liap che, that means so beautiful. In the heavens there's a star. Di e kui zi che, that means on earth a school is established. Kui is used in two different meanings, and then zi che mu bui kui, this is the second usage of kui. That means the doors of the school are not open. Ano, a little child, a beautiful term of affection. Ano kao jia yu tui, that means a child probably goes to the door and sees it's closed and cries out that he or she wants to eat. Yu tui is difficult. I've understood, I've been told it means like yu jia kue. And then ano kao jia yu tui a bui gua. Now gua is a difficult word because it's like not been chopped up. So this yu tui has not been prepared. Then the child changes his or her mind. Ano kao jia huang gua. That means, I think it's kong gua, which means the child then calls out for turnip. And then you know it's a root plant because kong gua a bui liu. That means it hasn't been taken out of the ground. And then this child now gives up. So ano tao jia lao ya no jing ju, because I'm told that in those days in China and Singapore, people paid obeisance to Buddha and all the different images of Buddha with small little cups of wine, and so children would go and steal them, and so that's how the poem ends. And then it gets into many, many more lines, but yeah, so that was funny and beautiful, and earth, heaven, earth, ground, and the spirit. When I think of Teochew, I think of my mother, because my mother's two parents were Teochew, and their two parents were Teochew. So maybe at some point in her life, she had 6 Teochew-speaking adults in her life. So whenever she speaks, even though she was much English educated, she would often break into sort of Teochew idioms, poems, and we never treasured them in our childhood. But now thinking back, you know, in those days, parents, who could say, I love you? It sounded so creepy, and in what language? Wa ai le. Doesn't sounds ridiculous. So when we were ungrateful, she would say this beautiful phrase, Chang lo ui kia si. Now, very few people will understand that. Chang lo is, I think, water snail. Ui kia, that means treasures the child so much that she dies. So it's such a beautiful phrase, and it's so interesting that instead of saying I love you, she refers to the snail. So that's one. And as I said, and now we realize how precious it was. And there are many things. I mean, she was bullied a lot as a child, and I don't know why. I don't really know the circumstances. But anyway, sometime in her life she said that, you know, it's very important that we all learn this saying, which is Hue bo xiong swa, di boi bui, nang bo zok a, bo nang ui. Hue bo xiong swa means if the fire doesn't catch flame in the mountains, di boi bui, that means the earth doesn't get fertile. Nang bo zok a, that means if we don't do, not quite evil, but if we are not sort of harsh, bo nang ui, I think means nobody takes heed of you. And again, it's such a beautiful, simple, nature plus human sort of act and consequence. So that's how beautiful the Teochew language is. And of course, I know poems and all that, but maybe another time.